Hello, welcome again to this Forsaken channel, and I'm here again with my camera. Well, I'm probably not gonna show it. I'm recording with my camera too. As you probably noticed too, I am naked, completely naked. No, below is completely naked. Anyway, it looks okay. You don't know. I maybe even don't have legs. It looks as they thought the police are still here. Carry on their silly investigation, I guess. Perfect. So let's find Inspector Gregson as quickly as possible. Yes, and let's see if he could take a break from his chips to look at the silver tip Iris gave us for him. Want some chip? Want some monetary value? Oh, God damn it. Present! Jeez Louise! For love of God, please, take it! Take the money! Inspector Gregson, do you have a moment? I'm sorry, I say I don't. I'm very busy, man. What you say? I'll talk to bear for ain't gotta boots. Gotta boots! I don't even know what it means. Well, we have this for you. A present from Miss Iris Wilson. What? For me? From her ladyship? Ladyship? Give that there, at once. Come on, hand it over. That's for me. Don't wait for me to give it to you, will you? What was that coin exactly? It's silver crown, obviously. There's a lot more than that. It's, well, it's appearance fee. Appearance fee? It's an appearance fee? That's what it is. An appearance fee? What the hell is an appearance fee? Oh, I see, you mean... no, I don't know. That's right. For the bunch of Herlock shows, the ladyship always offered me a little financial reward for featuring me every time. Wait, what? Yes, of course. I know all about your exploits, inspectors. I read them avidly. Of course, using my name without my say-so does make me the butt of a lot of unpleasant joke. But still, I'm sorry, Inspector. That must be difficult for you. Never you mind. So, what you want to know then? Huh? Sorry? Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust you won't be a problem, he says. Well, obviously it's not a problem. Go on, fire away. What do you want? Well, never see so much eagerness to be featured in a famous detective book. Well, if you wouldn't mind, Inspector, well, that was the days. We very much like to know the address of Mr. Natsume Lodgings. That little knife-wielding mustache Japanese fellow. He lives right in an old hovel, just over there. Look. Did you just do that face? On the first floor of the house in the corner. I'm wearing the headset like this because I actually hurt myself. I don't know why. I'm in extravagant pain in this area. I think it's because I'm wearing my headset for too long. So I basically... so it's just painful to touch this area. Pain. Telling to the gamer was painful. On the first floor on that house, the corner where it's the wreck of a bicycle. Prop it up. Okay, interesting. That is nearby indeed. Not even a block. If I remember rightly, the landlord is Mr. John Gary Dab. Right, well, if you see her again, you make sure you give her Ladyship my regards, you hear? I mean it. You tell her that Greg sent his very best wishes. Wishes. Don't worry, Inspector, we will. Of course we will. Goodbye for now then. Long live her ladyship. I always thought Watson was the main character. But at least he told us what we wanted to know before he left. Yes, so then shall we go and see what we can find in Mr. Natsume Lodgings? Sure, why not? Now we have to move. We have to physically go there. New location added. Yeah, I guess it. No animation? Interesting design. Interesting choice of decoration. This would be a perfect trap for the... it was like having the cannon pointed at the door. May I help you? Oh, he got a maid too. Yes, will this be the resident of Mr. John Garidab? Indeed, it will, sir. And who may I say to call in? My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I am the defender. Representing Shoshiki Natsume, I believe he takes lodging here. Wait, what? You would very much like to ask him some questions about our client. Wait, what was that? One moment, please. I shall convey the message to Mr. Garidab. What was that? What was that? You see that, Miss Susato? No, I don't. It was really quick. That was real live English, mate. Oh. That thing? Oh. I know, as I understand, anyone standing in English society employs a number of household house. But that was the first time I ever seen one in the flesh. This day keeps getting better. Still feels like we really arrived now, doesn't it? Doesn't it? We only meet about and the experience will be complete. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if I go that far, but I understand the sentiment. Thanks for you waiting, Mr. Garidab. We'll see you now, this way. I have to examine him because he cannot be bothered to get up. What is that? I investigate truly, but I can't find anything out of place. Look at the result of the screen. Must be put there deliberately, surely. Looks like, you know why it looks very familiar. Looks like one of the Saikuna stuff. No, actually it's white. I got completely wrong. It certainly seemed like someone is trying to hide something from view. What could it be behind it? I wonder. It looks like a cupboard. Probably a tea set. We'll have a very quick look, just a little peek. We are there. But that's not Miss Susato. Miss Susato, I think the maid is going to head us off with a cup of tea. Or not. Good day to you, John Garidab, at your service. Pleased to meet you, sir. This is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. He's the defense attorney. He's a defense attorney. He's not any defense attorney. Excuse me for not getting up, but yeah, I excuse you. I guess the old wound is firing up. Took a shot at the knee on the New Year's, but yeah, I knew it. I knew it. There was too many military stuff, so I assume he was shot on the leg. Took a shot on the knee a few years back in the Battle of Mainward, don't you know? And a medal for my pains, but had to withdraw from service, and over the Marines and up and comings. So he's a retired soldier. It's a hell of a job getting up and downstairs now, I can tell you. Don't get out much, you can imagine. Yeah, it's quite climb up here on the second floor, isn't it? I was panting out top of the stairs. You really must take more exercise, Mr. Naruhodo. And do you think so? Well, Mr. Garidab, no doubt you were very courageous to earn yourself a medal. Oh, it was nothing. The medal just a folderol, really. Would you like to offend the general, though? So I grudgingly displayed it on the wall. Why don't you fetch it down, Joe? Let's these good people see it properly. John fetched it. Dash it, oh woman, be careful! Oh dear me, I do beg your pardon, sir. You jolly nearly took the skin out of my hands. Should be more careful, sir. Anyway, there you have it, living the quiet life now. Yes, I see. Now then, I hear you want to know about the chap. Lodgy downstairs, is that right? Yes, we would like to be very grateful if you could answer some question for us. Only to peace, naturally, especially if it helps to keep the peace here in Blight. Do you use your pipe to make tea? Okay, that is interesting. We forged an alliance with the Empire of Japan recently, so I'm sure you're aware. So, this case is very much in the public eye, as it were. This was not enough, I may say. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And let be light. Let be light. That was so unnecessary. Let be light. Not much change. I'm more brighter than usual. Oh, is it? Is it? And had some famous detective poking around, you know, in this old house, would you believe? Yes, Mr. Alex Jones. The no one at all. Could have been. Didn't catch the chap name. Not really my cup of tea, all detective business. Oh, but you have a copy of Rand's magazines here, so. No, these are British people. No. We don't give a fuck. Anyway, the chap investigated it for Rain's room as we speak. Poor Conan. Poor Conan Doyle. He hated this character of his. So he's Susaki's room. The bally in nuisance, what it is. The whole neighborhood's twitching its curtains now. I don't like all this fuss. It's surely unsettling. Unsettling? What about Natsume? What about Natsume then, Mr. Garidab? Please to tell us. Ah yes, the Japan chap. Only been lodging here for a week. Just a week? Yeah, I thought he's been here for like years, since he's been studying here for a while, right? Must be. So he moved very recently then. Well, 2 lodgers most of the time. One on the ground floor and one just below us. First floor room became available a week ago, you see. Dash it! Oh, Joan! Be careful! Oh my goodness, I'm terribly sorry. What? You want to know my opinion? I thought he was a shady sort of from the moment I set eyes on him. Shady? Oh, why? He seemed to have a most nervous disposition, always shaking, looking over his shoulder. The man had shady written across his sweat-soaked brow, if you ask me. I say to myself, John, that man is trouble. Sooner or later he's going to do something untoward. And I'm really wrong about anything. He won't be calling this maid as witness, that's for sure. And was there anything else that struck you as suspicious about the man at all? Yes, indeed there was. And she's dying to tell us. The shabby lodger. Had you noticed anything else at all about your lodger, Mr. Natsume? Oh my word, yes. The man was shaded in an orchard. Orchard? Would you elaborate? Yeah. Well, take the man's room. Absolutely stuffed full of books it is. More than anyone could ever read. I never so much passes the time of day with another living soul. I haven't seen a single visitor call. He just trolls off that old bookshop every single day and comes back to our firelight at the gas fire. The funny little man is up long past the time everyone else in the house has gone to bed too. Oh, I see. The gentleman on the ground floor goes to bed around 9 each night. But I never know the Japanese fellow to retire any earlier than 2 in the morning. Ah. Could you clarify something, I wonder? 2 in the morning. What pray? How do you know so much about Mr. Natsume's routine? Oh. I understand that neither of the lodgers live on this floor of the house, is that correct? That's right, yes. They're both below us on the first floor and the street level. On the street level? Then how is that you know much about the lives of your lodgers? The precise time they come back in the evening, for example, even the times they go to bed. Good grief, Jonah, be more careful, woman! Oh my goodness, sir, I'm terribly sorry, sir. Huh. Something doesn't add up here. They were spying on them? It seemed that the incident took place at around 5 in the evening. You happen to look out the window at around the time? Huh? The window? What window? There's no window. Yes, we noticed the window over there looks out for Briar Road. The incident took place on the pavement just on the far side of the street. Was there anyone suspicious loitering nearby? 12 o'clock is dinner time in the garret, the household. So I'm afraid I don't remember seeing anything. How about you, Jean? No, sir, it was being dusk outside already at the hour. And with the fog as well, I should think it would have been quite impossible to see the other side of the road. Oh, I see. You notice anything else out of the ordinary then? Cha-chas? Anything at all, even if it seems unrelated? Well... Yes. Was there something there? Well, there's nothing particularly significant, but around the sort of time there... For the love of God, John, watch what you are doing! Oh dear me, what have I done? I'm awfully sorry. That teapot must be limitless, this teapot. You managed to fill fully, like 4 cups. That's impressive. Do be more careful, one. Of course, sir. If I may, Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, sure. Naruhodo? With exceedingly good memory, and as far as I remember. Okay. Nothing of any significance would play here at that hour. Nothing at all. Really? Mr. Garidab? The way you were talking before sounded rather like there might have been. Oh well, as I was saying, it was just a trifling matter. Nothing of a... sort of. Jonah, dash it all! What's the matter with you, woman? Begging your pardon, sir. Nothing happened. Oh, jeez. Yes, quite. Nothing happened. We sat down and to a quiet and eventful meal. Joanne. That's right, Mr. Garidab. What's the matter with these two? It's like there's something happened here in this room on the evening of the incident, but what? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Mr. Natsume room. Can we visit the room? You tell us which floor Mr. Natsume room is on. Why, certainly. Okay. Just below us, on the first floor. Miss Shelmans. Yeah, Shelmans. Mr. Sheldon. He's investigating there, even as we speak. Told me not his name. Had asked him to look into the matter, so I gave him the key. Mr. Natsume has engaged Mr. Shom's services? That is a blunt lie. Would it be alright if we also had a look around? In Mr. Natsume room, I mean. Don't see why not. We're just down the flight of stairs. Who knows if we'll find anything that could help us with the case. We have to hurry. We have to try. Hurry. We need all the clues we can lay our hands on, shall we? Yes, and while we are there, we can speak with Mr. Sholmes again, perhaps we'll be able to tell us more. I have a strong feeling he won't be there. Or someone else there. I don't know. There's something there. You notice, guys? You notice? Just all burned there. There's a candle, I'm guessing, there. So there's been fire in this area. So this thing was to cover something burned in here. I think she did some damage. So there's all the burning stuff. Wow. What the fuck happened here? I guess the same thing happened? The fire erupted. Yeah. There's missing candle in here. There is everything in disarray, although I would expect it to be burned. I don't know why. Maybe the fire managed to crack all these stuff up. Anyway, I think this is why she didn't want to talk about it. Was mishandled. Was mishandled by part of the maid. Deduction, guys! Deduction! Or maybe it's just useless gibberish. Yeah, Natsume! Yeah, he actually had a cat too. In the anime too. This was the anime I was talking about, the cat. Even the color of the cat is that one. I don't know what story in reference is. Well, just look at the bloody place. Ah, smell it. It's so musting here. By the way, you know why it's walled? The window. So if I'm not wrong, I don't know if it's basically there's a tax back in the days. So if you own a window, you have to pay a tax called the tax window. So in order to not pay such tax, you wall yourself in, usually. This is to avoid taxes, basically. Yeah, avoiding taxes back in the days. Small trivia. This is if you go around. I'm in England. I'm not sure in other countries, but at least this is what I've been told. If you see some places with windows that are basically walled, are because of that stupid tax. I'm not sure if they abolished it, but I guess they did. It makes a lot of sense as a tax. But that was what it was indeed back in the days. Small trivia for you. I suppose these are the mountains of all books that are responsible for that. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen so many books in all my life. No, me either. It's so dark in here too. Is that the window over there? Well, it was the window, I think, yes, once upon a time. But for some reason it's been closed up with bricks and mortar. Alright, mortar. Sorry. Because for me mortar means something else. Mortar is like the liquid. So this is where Mr. Natsume lives. By the way, I haven't spotted Mr. Sholmes anywhere. Have you? Not true, but according to Mr. Garib told us, the great detective should be around here somewhere investigating. I felt... Are you on interval? No, she's behind the books. Where are you, Mr. Sholmes? I can be literally be anywhere. I'll examine the cat. Natsume? Hey, oh. Oh my, what a adorable little cat. Perhaps he's looking after all the books while his master is away. I don't know about that. He disappeared into that pile of books as quick as a flash. The three-color, Mikey, wasn't it? Do they even have that sort of car here in Great Britain? Yeah. I think right now it's not that important, but back in the days, and quite confident, three-color Mikey, three-color cats are extremely rare back in the days, because there's not really a breeding process. So they're considered like a very rare variation of a creature. So I can be wrong, I'm not sure, but back in the days it will fetch a high price, such type of cat, color wise. Perhaps Mr. Natsume brought a little creature with him for Japan. I could be wrong, I'm not sure about this statement. I read it from a book, I'm not sure if it's true or not. That's made me feel homesick now. Back in the days. Already we only been to country for 2 days. It's like the same concept of the those huge insects. The how do you call it? A rhino? Hercules. The Hercules bugs. Hornets. You know, those huge, humongous bugs. Back in the days, they were extremely rare, and you can fetch a high price for them. But later, they with heavy crossbreeding and breeding and farm, they drop the price heavily. Yeah, money. Oh look, there's a big hunting car for the yam. It's a bit big and bulky, isn't it? Surely Mr. Natsume didn't bring that Maneki Neko all the way from Japan with him. I hardly think you are in a position to comment, Mr. Naruhodo. You forgot the enormous Daruma doll that you brought in your luggage. You actually broke your Daruma doll? Well, it can be dangerous traveling aboard. I want a lucky charm. Bah, well, you could get a smaller lucky charm instead of a huge, humongous doll. I'd imagine Mr. Natsume wanted the same. And this card, I'm sure, to become good luck for him. I'm not doing a very good job so far, is it? Is it? Must I say such things? I didn't say a word. Why am I such a giveaway? Well, you're kinda unlucky. Ducks seem to be wedged into crevice between the mountains of books on either side. So well, Mr. Natsume will sit there and read while stroking his cat. Was surrounded on all these sides by these towering old tomes. Surely he dreamed of books every night as well. Another notion. If you are a hoarder, please don't sleep in this room. There's a lot of production with a lot of books where they use extremely toxic ink. So if you don't know the origin of your book, I hope that the one that printed them don't use weird shit in the ink. It will be extremely dangerous here because you're gonna exhale a lot of the ink that can, with over time, tend to, you know, leave. You know what I mean. Just don't sleep in a room full of books. Just avoid it. It is why a lot of people have an office and not. Yeah, he must have done, mustn't he? On what? Oh, what's this? Well, you should not be worried. I think most modern books don't use any of those or such material. But I know that in order to, you know, just be careful. I don't really know what kind of book, but I heard that there's certain metal and ink that are extremely toxic to you. So you could die. Especially in this amount. Like in a normal room it is probably nothing, but in this amount it can be very dangerous because you're probably gonna exhale some of it. It's a receipt from a second-hand book, Your Books. Oh yes, Mr. Natsumi name is on it. Look, today of purchase 2 days ago, 4:45 p.m. Why don't give you such a trivial information? That's the day of the incident. That's triviality. A short while before he was embroiled in the terrible attack. Must be on his way back from buying some old books. The second-hand book receipt had been entered. Lovely. Ah, I knew it. I knew it! I was like, don't you smell the shelves? In the shelves? Oh, the fuck, I knew you were there. I was gonna ignore you. Fuck you. Let's see. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? What's in the bag? This one is interesting. There appears to be some sort of matter on the wall here. Looks like very bust. I wonder what it is for. There's a lot of inserting coins here too. A slot for inserting coins. What? A slot machine? Ah, I believe it's a gas meter, Mr. Naruhodo. A gas meter? I assume there is a pipe gas in this district which is paid by putting coins in the meter. So you will put a coin in the slot. That will be enough gas to use the lights and the gas fired for the whole night. Oh, so if you are too poor to have a coin, you have to spend the night in the dark, freezing cold. And die. That's right! As a rich man who could only carry crisp white notes. London is a scary place. London is still a scary place. Now they just come for you. Now they just come for you. Are you still there? I'm gonna ignore you. Okay, Jesus Christ. Ah, look, Mr. Naruhodo. An idiot. Aha, there he is. Where did he appear from? That's a big question. He seems to be engrossed in the page of an old book. Hope he won't be mine if we disturb him. Hello, Mr. Holmes. Holmes? Oh, you too. Good day. Now let me see. Where was it where we met? In a boat. Oh, Mr. Holmes, we're together in SS Buria. Yes, of course, the Buria. And let me see what happened on that voyage. It was Kazuma-Sogi, he died, tragically. But you were a great help to us. Ah, yes, but of course, the case of Mr. Asoki. It was the one with the snake, was it? Yes, I guess. Yes, there was a snake. Well, you seem to remember something of it, at least. What an honor to be remembered vaguely by the great Alex Jones. What a great honor to be remembered vaguely. No, my dear madam, hold your tongue. Pride myself on my superior powers of recollection. Your names are safely recorded in my brain attic. Mr. Naruhodo and Mr. Susato. You got it right, but the other way around. But still, very well. Don't get me wrong, it's very well. Because as a Western, remember someone named it from East is quite hard. Like, if someone from Scotland told me his name, and is from Scottish, has a Scottish name, I have a really hard time to remember it. Trust me, it's very hard. It's like, what the hell? I didn't know they made people with that name. I lost the first round. In truth, I hope to invite you both to my biggest street suit the day we arrive in London. Some Scotland Yards ambushed me at the railway station and whisked me away to the crime scene. It was entirely a trivial case, of course. I solved the matter in no more than 30 minutes. The apprentice Suseki sign, that short of amount of time, is still good. I'm afraid that pursuance of a new case was dulled by recollection of my past involvements a little. A little? A little? It's a mistake to think that the one's brainiac has a elastic ball that can distend to any extent. Do my best to forget useless facts. At least they should elbow out a useful one. Yes, those are my own words of it, inimitable wisdom, you know, from a adventure entitled A Study in Scarlet. You mean the first book? Okay. Yeah, the first book is The Scarlet, yeah, I think. What was the first episode? Please, there's no need to quote yourself. I don't always remember my pearls of wisdom, but fortunately, my associates pens them beautifully. She means Iris, I suppose. You mean Dr. Wilson? Mr. Sholmes, there's some extremely important question to ask about the trivial case you must mention. Goodness, what an earnest expression. My dear madam, I shall be only too pleased, and this market room is an apt place to discuss the market case. We noticed to be lodging of a Japanese foreign student by the name of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Seemed that you assisted in his arrest, Sholmes, for the stabbing of a young woman outside here on the Briar Road. Natsume, yes, I believe it was a name rather along those lines. But Mr. Natsume denies it. Was it really justifiable to arrest him on so little? Well, yes, I guess. I'm sorry, Mr. Sato, but I have not the slightest idea what you mean. What? I can't believe he was looking Susato-san squarely in the eye while feigning ignorance. I assure you, I'm not merely feigning ignorance. It would appear as if the pair of you are under some misapprehension. Oh, how? I assure you I have no recollection of accusing your stopped compatriot of the crime. What? That doesn't make sense. The good detective of Scotland Yard made the following request of me, and I quote verbatim. We need you to ascertain the identity and whereabouts of a man seen fleeing the crime scene. Ah, a man seen fleeing. There were a number of books scattered on the pavement of the scene, but the book place I was quickly able to determine the bookshop from which they had been purchased. On speaking with the proprietor, I was immediately led to this address. Elementary, what do you say? I believe there is a receipt around here somewhere from the savage in question. So you don't think Mr. Natsume is the culprit then? That I could not tell you. But it was aggravating my faculties, hence why I returned here. However, this place is such a trove of fascinating books, I found myself quite lost in bibliophily. Then I'll be deceived into believing that I am a man of leisure. No. Oh dear. Yeah, well, if he really believed it was Natsume, why he would be here investigating again, you know? Oh, tell me. I tell you? Have you encountered the landlord of these lodgings? Yes, Mr. Garidab, retired military. It was the first time I ever meet a soldier from the great British institution that is the services. Oh. Oh, I can go up. Wait, no. Can go up. Wait, what? I didn't think it was that funny. I do apologize. As you may well be aware, many households in London employ a maid. Yes, I read as much in the Great Britain Primer. And so, conversely, whether or not a household employs a maid has come to beton a social standing of those dwelling therein. Betoken their social standing, sorry? Put simply, my dear, Those who employ at least a single maid are considered middle class. Those who do not are beneath that. In the upper echelons of society, of course, households employ now start to constitute a large family. Goodness, how extraordinary. As you can appreciate, the photos on the precarious boundary between the middle and lower classes. Being able to afford just one maid is of the first importance. I had no idea. It is for precisely that reason that I found great stimulation in the situation upstairs. Specifically, in the retired army veteran, Mr. John Garrida. Oh. Affable as he is, the fellow is hiding something. Whether or not he is in possess of the secret success of this case, I am yet unable to ascertain. I'm totally lost on what he means to say. This room is truly suffocating for the soul, my dear fellow. I assure you, any man whose lot is so dwell in place, just that he will stab somebody sooner or later. Mr. Natsume has found no one. How can you be so sure? Sooner or later, I said. Sooner or later? I don't believe that the issue is here. About this dark little room, Mr. Sholmes? Why is there no longer a window? Do you have any idea? No window? Well, I mean, I can clearly see there is a window, of sorts. Are you gonna explain it? Well, it's been completely blocked with bricks. Oh, I see. The answer to that question is quite simple. Window tax. Yeah! Ha! Fuck you guys! I told you! Window tax? What is that? Surely not a tax on windows. Yes, it's literally what it is. You have to pay taxes for the number of windows you own. Oh my goodness. Yes, the weirdest shit tax ever. Until relatively recently, a tax was levied on households in this country by the number of the windows. Also, lesser means having hereditary, sizable, and costly family home perhaps rapidly closed windows up, while the rich open windows here, there, and everywhere. In an effort to curry favor with those impoverished, but furnish them with a large sum of tax money. How awful and unjust, forcing people to live in rooms devoid of light. Indeed, disease was rife as a result. So some 40 years ago, or thereabouts, the window tax was abolished. Yeah, I don't remember the time actually. I know that was the reason. But its legacy remains, as you can see, in quality lodging such days, for example. I suppose Mr. Natsume's stipend for living here in London isn't very generous, perhaps. Well, appears so. I've done a little digging. I discovered that these lodgings were offered at an extraordinarily low price. Because the room is so awful, I should think. Apparently, Mr. Natsume only moved in here about 1 week ago. Yes, that's correct. However, I don't believe the low rent is explained by the shabby nature of the accommodation. Oh. Still, there is a little relevance here, a matter not worthy of further attention. Are you sure? I'm curious now. Well, I believe I told you all I can now. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Oh yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Was it not your intention to become a practitioner of law? You remember that, didn't you? Will you perhaps be offering your services in this very matter, I wonder? To the occupant of this room, Mr. Natsume, was it? I'm not sure. Not sure? On what grounds? Well, I actually defended someone in court here only yesterday. Really? Well then I congratulate sir on an ambition realized so promptly too. The thing is, it's really made me question things. Am I right to believe in my clients? Trust their innocence. Yes, trust. Mr. Sholmes? Mr. Natsume didn't do it, did he? My dear fellow, I haven't the first idea! Well, yeah, I agree with him. Oh, but I thought that's why you were here. You didn't come back to investigate. Yes, that was indeed my initial intention. But there are simply too many fascinating books here. I could have possibly ignored them. Oh, I see. Nevertheless, There are two facts that I can state quite unequivocally. The man who fled the scene of the crime 2 days ago was a Japanese occupant of this room, and there are witnesses who swear to having seen the same man committing a crime. That is all I can say. And one more thing. Oh, what is this, Holmes? Tell us. I cannot say with any certainty whether or not it is relevant to this case, but I'm quite sure that the retired army man who owns this property is hiding something. Mr. Gardab is... Mr. Holmes said much before actually, didn't he? Anyway, at present, that is really all that plays on my mind in relation to this case. Mr. Naruhodo. Yet our investigation have uncovered nothing that could help us establish Mr. Atsume's innocence. No, you're right. Perhaps this time we probed a little deeper into Mr. Garidab's secret. Just remember, I cannot be sure whether the landlord's secret will prove to be a relevance or not. But I wish you every success, of course, Mr. Naruhodo. A busy man indeed. He's come back to his book in the corner of the room. He actually went back to read it? Oh damn. Well, I guess we move on. Don't see any particular need to stay here. Oh, he's gone. Perfect. We can examine the room. No, oh, it's still here. Never mind. I'm foolish here. Oh, your pair again. Yeah. Tell me, what's the detective chap? I forgot his name. Still hard work down there? Mr. Sherlock Holmes? Oh, Sir Sherlock Holmes? Yes, ring a bell. Detective business is really my thing, I'm afraid. Well, Mr. Holmes is in his element down there. Jolly good show. Another cup of tea, if you please, Sean. Now then, why don't you tell me why? For the nth time, woman, will you watch what you are doing? I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir. Yes, of course. Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave, if you will be so kind. Oh yes, of course. I'd be grateful for all your assistance. Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young friends like yourself. It's been a pleasure. Okay, but so like at all, perhaps you could see yourself out. According to Mr. Holmes, Mr. Gardner is hiding something. There is no other avenues to investigate seem open to us at the moment. Perhaps we should do some thinking. I think they stopped us several times. What the fuck are you doing, Holmes? What he's doing over there? I don't know. You wanna kill yourself, Holmes? Mr. Holmes! Aha! We meet again, my dear fellows. Good gracious! When did he sneak in here? Alex Holmes, sir. At your service. Whatever were you doing over the window? I'm giving it to watching on the viewing sky at the sunsets, madam. Yes, sadly, cheerfully as the room downstairs, and doubly easy it lacks an aperture for such observation. So I look to the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Huh, well, keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is a prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. And one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo. Me? Though perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective. Great mind. Are we doing the dance? Are we doing the dance? Are we doing the dance? Is he talking? Are we doing the dance? I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon. No, I think it's in time. You mean Mr. Holmes? There's a Maya secret in his mother's room. Maya seen even the most trifles. I take it if you are prepared, Mr. Naruhodo. I think so. Just some time enough for one of my greatly admired great deduction. Let us conclude the matter before dark. Are we doing the dance? Are we doing the moves? Mr. Gary Dab. Okay. I gotta sip some water. I need to clear my throat, guys. It takes experience and profession. Guys. No, good. Let's water. Let's get water. That sucks actually. Oh, yeah. Whoa. It's so bad. Never mind. Don't worry. Okay, we're ready. I'm ready. We're ready? Ready? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. You're ready. You're ready. Don't even seem you are military man of considerably distinguished services. You're standing as a landlord is most certainly not what one might call the first rate. Excusez-moi. I'm afraid, sir, that is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I have been able to draw by your careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon. The first, and only the first, in the man, is that even as we speak, you are concealing a present of ferocious beast in your care. And the second is that as Rasul Lopez, violent rampage, have lost something very dear to you. Mr. Naruhodo, look! The old man's broken out in cold sweat. Unbelievable, it seems, Mr. Show's conclusion. I suppose spot on! How could you possibly mean the cat? How could I possibly know you mean to inquire? The answer couldn't be simpler, sir. For it's a dense jungle of logic and reasoning. The king of beer! I am king of beasts. Ugh. And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Once again, Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
Objection!